Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Prince Obiefele and this is Igbo Made Easy. So today we'll be learning names of 10 pet slash farm animals in Igbo. Actually, what we're going to be learning today is how to say, do you have something? What is the name of your something? Do you eat something? I don't eat something. Have you eaten something before? Something is delicious. Something smells very bad. Have you ever driven a something before? And other things that have not been included on this list, like how to ask someone if they have a phobia, like do you have fear for heights? Do you have fear for water? Do you have those kind of things and other vocabulary that have not been included here. So this is an extended class. You've seen my other extended class on question words and you asked for more of it, and I'm doing more of this. And actually also this is a direct pull out from the slides I use to teach my students on one-on-one, and I hope you like it. If you do, give it a thumbs up, and I'm gonna make more videos like this. So welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, please subscribe, and if you have, thank you so much. As always, I love you. Without further ado, kaibido, let's begin. Inato jonkita. Inato ujo nkita. Inato jonkita literally means are you afraid of dogs? And that can also mean, do you have a phobia for dogs? Nkita is dog. Puppy is nwankita, child of dog. So now, this is the phrase I was talking about when you want to ask somebody if they have phobia for something or they're scared of height. Like if you wanted to ask someone if they're scared of height, you would say something like, Inatojo ebe di elu. Inatojo ebe di elu. Are you afraid of high places? That is height. Then you can ask somebody, Inatojo mmiri. Are you afraid of water? Do you have phobia for water, like people who can't swim? And you can ask somebody, Inatojo oku. So you just literally take Inatojo and you put the name of the thing that you want to ask the person if they're scared of or if they have phobia for. For example, someone could have fear for exams, for example. So you ask the person, in told ule, ule is exam. And like I said, these phrases can be used for literally anything. So anything you can think of. In atojo nena nage, are you afraid of your parents? In atojo digi, di is husband, gi is your. So in atojo digi, are you afraid of your husband? In atojo nwunyegi, are you afraid of your wife? In atojo nwagi, are you afraid of your child? And so you can use in atojo and you put anything at all. And that would be, do you have a fear for this thing? Do you have a phobia for this thing? Or are you afraid of this thing? So in atojo nketa. And how do you answer this? Is yes. Mba is no. And I'm going to spare you the long phrase for saying I'm not afraid of dogs, so this lesson doesn't get too cumbersome for you. Odema, kaigawanihu. Let's proceed. Inwere busu. Inwere busu. Now, some people would call busu wamba or wamba. I'm not familiar with that term. The very most popular word that we have for cat in Igbo is busu. And some people will say pussy, pussy. And that is, do you have a cat? So inwere busu is, do you have a cat? Busu is the name of cat n'asụsụ Igbo, in Igbo language. So inwere is one of those phrases I said we're going to learn. It means, do you have? So you can ask someone, inwere ego, do you have money? Inwere ọrụ, do you have a job? Inwere ụlọ, do you have a house? Inwere ezinụlọ, do you have a family? Inwere nne na nna, do you have parents? So inwere an anything at all. Inwere private jet, Inwere job vacancy. Inwere job vacancy. Inwere visa. Anything at all. Do you have? And you put the name of anything you want to ask the person if they have. And as before, the answer to this could just be a simple or mba. For yes, mba for no. And if you want to make a statement with this, you can just say enwem busu. I don't have busu. Enwerem busu. I have busu, or whatever the person used in the place of busu. Odema, let's proceed. Ineri nono. Ineri nono. Nono is bird. And I have to make a distinction here. The bird does not include chicken and turkey and those other things we classify as bird. No, 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 literally means birds that fly in the sky and perch on trees. Eagle, hawk, vulture. In a ring, no, no, is do you eat birds? So do you eat bird? And yeah, some people eat bird here in Nigeria. Some Igbo people eat bird. I think I've eaten a bird before, you know. And then some people eat dogs. We generally don't eat dog. We primarily don't eat dogs in Igbo, but some Igbo people eat dogs. Calabar people eat dogs very well. It's just like the way you have turkey for, Easter and all what have you. So they use dogs as their turkey for Thanksgiving and all that. So they eat dogs. Some people I know eat cats. So in a ring, no, no, is a valid question. When you meet someone, you want to know what they eat or what they don't eat. And that can also go to say in a re pizza, in a re shawarma, in a re whatever the name of the food is, like otara for swallow in Igbo language. So do you eat, and you put the name of the thing you want to ask the person if they eat, so you know what you can keep for them or make for them or serve them or not to serve them. Now the answer to this can be eh, eh, and eh is yes, and it can be mba, and that would be no. You can also say mneri, no, no, I eat birds. Mneri, no, no, I don't eat birds. So mneri, I eat. Mneri, I don't eat. Feel free to pause when you need to repeat the phrases after me, and also you can go through the video over and over again. That's fine. Kaigawanehu, let's proceed. Iritula ọkụkọ Igbo mbụ. Ọkụkọ Igbo means native chicken, and actually the ọkụkọ Igbo is sweeter if you've had it. So ọkụkọ Igbo, Iritula ọkụkọ Igbo mbụ. Now, this ọkụkọ Igbo thing happening here is the way words can modify or serve as adjective for other words. So Igbo is a noun, and that is how it works in Igbo language. Whenever you take a noun and put it after another noun, that noun, the last noun, serves as an adjective to the first one. So Okuko Igbo would be Igbo fowl. And whatever it is you put the noun and put the word, you are using the last noun to modify the first noun. That is how we form adjectives in Igbo language very easy. So okoko is fowl. Iritula means have you ever eaten? Have you ever eaten? So iritula, whatever the name is, mbo. Iritula dash 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 mbo. Have you ever had dash 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 before? So maybe you have a friend come over to the States or wherever you are, and you want to ask them if they've ever tried, iritula in China mbo. Have you ever had Chinese food before? Iritula sushi mbo. Have you ever had sushi before? Iritula, and you put the name of the thing, mbo. Have you ever had that thing before? Iritula. Odema. Let's continue. Remember, we're learning the names of these animals. We've seen okoko. We've seen nnono. We've seen busu. And we have seen nkita. So nkita, busu, nnono, okoko. Inyatola ịnyịnya. Inyatola ịnyịnya. Ịnyịnya is a horse. Inyatola ịnyịnya. All kinds of horse, Ferrari, whatever they are, is called ịnyịnya in Igbo. Inyatola ịnyịnya. And that would be, have you ever driven or ridden or been on a horse before? Anyatola ịnyịnya is I have ridden a horse before, and actually anyatola ịnyịnya, I've been on a horse before. And that is how you can say it. You can just say and that would be yes, or mba, and that would be no. Kamgosigi, something. Let me show you something. Here we had mbo. Here we didn't have mbo. You can actually say any of the versions. You can actually say this as iritula okuku Igbo without putting the mbo. And you can actually say this as enyatola enyenya mbo. So the mbo is just like an emphasis like before, just like, yeah, but if you just said it without mbo or say it with mbo, they would all mean the same thing. Gịnị bụ aha ewi gị? Mm-mm-mm, 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 mm-mm-mm. Gịnị bụ aha ewi gị? Gịnị bụ aha ewi gị? Ewi is a bunny. Ewi is a bunny. Gịnị bụ aha ewi gị? Now, this is a phrase that you can use to ask somebody, not just for their name. You know how to ask somebody for their name. Gịnị bụ aha gị, right? Gịnị bụ aha gị. Now, this is just like gịnị bụ aha gị. Just the only difference is before you say gị, you now put the name for the thing you want to ask the person. Like, for example, if I want to ask you the name of your child, the word for child is nwa. So I'll say gịnị bụ aha nwa gị. If I want to ask for the name of your house, I'll say gịnị bụ aha ụlọ gị. If I want to say, I want to ask for the name of your car, I'll say gịnị bụ aha ụgbọala gị. If I want to say what is the name of your anything, what is the name of your dad, I'll say gịnị bụ aha nna gị. Aha nna can also be your surname. How you ask somebody for their surname. So somebody gịnị bụ aha gị, and I say aha m bụ Prince. You can say gịnị bụ aha nna gị. Aha nna m bụ Obiefule. My surname is Obiefule, so Prince Obiefule. That's how you can ask someone for their surname. But what I'm trying to show you here is a pattern that you can use when you're asking somebody for the name of their something. What's the name of your phone? And this also works for what's the name of your phone, the name of the product they are using. What is the name of your blender? What is the name of your air conditioner? What is the name of your hair coiler? Gịnị bụ aha hair coiler gị. Now, if you find a word for hair coiler in Igbo, you can now put it in Igbo, but I don't think there is. So gịnị bụ aha, you put the name of the thing and you say gi. Just like asking somebody what is your name, gịnị bụ aha gị. Only that before you say gi, you say the word for the thing that you want to ask the person. Hope it makes sense. Now, ewi bụ bunny. Ewi. Ezi na-esi isi ọjọọ. Ezi na-esi isi ọjọọ. Ezi na-esi isi ọjọọ. Ezi is pig. Ezi is a pig. Na-esi isi ọjọọ is smells badly. Smells badly. So if you want to say smells is smelly, you can just say ezi na-esi isi, and that means it's a smelly. Ọjọọ is bad, badly, you see. So you're trying to say not just smelling, but smelling like very badly, strongly, So if you come into a room and the room is smelling, like it just like has a smell, it's not terrible, but just it smells, you can say eba na-esi isi. This place is smelly. And if you want to say it's smelling very bad, you say eba na-esi isi ọjọọ. This place smells terrible, you see. So what if the smell is a strong smell but a good smell? Now, if it's a good smell, never say na-esi isi and stop. Na-esi isi always is in the negative. You have to add oma. You see, whether it's smelling mildly or not, you say eba na-esi isi ọma. This place smells good. Ị na-esi isi ọma. You smell good. Now, if you want to add the degree that is very greatly, like you smell good so strongly, maybe they are using some designer perfume that you could perceive it from some miles away. You say na-esi isi ọma nke ukwuu. Greatly, nke ukwuu. And you can change the word ezi for something. Chima na-esi isi. Chima smells. Adanne na-esi isi ọma. Adanne can be a name of a person. Adanne can be our elder sister. Smells very good. And that is how you can use it. But ezi is the word we're focusing on, and that means pig. Isi ewu na-atọ ụtọ. You can do the hum thing. Isi ewu na-atọ ụtọ. Isi ewu na-atọ ụtọ. Atọ ụtọ. Atọ ụtọ. So isi ewu na-atọ ụtọ. Isi ewu na-atọ ụtọ. Ewu. Ewu is goat. Ewu is goat. That's what we call ewu. Isi ewu is goat head. Na-atọ ụtọ is how you say is delicious. So isi ewu na-atọ ụtọ. Isi ewu is very delicious. Is delicious. So if you want to say something is delicious, you can say something na-atọ ụtọ. And now this doesn't mean like saying it's delicious, right? Like when I eat something, I say, oh, it's delicious. This is not like a feedback. This is like an information. If you want to give someone an information that, oh yeah, rice is delicious, or sushi is actually delicious. You know, like sushi is delicious, like an information you're telling them, not like you're giving them a feedback. You can say na total. But if it's a feedback, like you're eating something and you want to say that that thing you're eating tastes delicious, you know, like a feedback, that would be isi ewu dị ụtọ. The atọ is gone from it. You just go from the and you go to ụtọ. Isi ewu dị ụtọ. And you can say isi ewu a. When you add a to it, that's the way to say this goat head. Isi ewu a dị ụtọ. And you can do that for any other thing, you know. You can say oroma dị ụtọ. This orange is sweet. And follow that pattern for any food you are eating. Spaghetti a dị ụtọ. Noodles a dị ụtọ. Rice a dị ụtọ. Chinese food a dị ụtọ. Whatever. Ka anyị gaa n'ihu, let's proceed. Ana m eri anụ ehi. Ana m eri anụ ehi. So this is similar to the phrase we learned. Ị na-eri nnụnụ. Ana m eri nnụnụ. So ị na-eri anụ ehi would be, do you eat beef? Ehi is cow. Anụ ehi is beef. Anụ is meat. So anụ ọkụkọ would be chicken meat. Anụ nnụnụ would be bird meat. Anụ nkịta is dog meat. Anụ busu is cat meat. Anụ ezi is pig meat. So you say anu and you put the name of the animal to distinguish which meat in particular. But red meat in general is considered anu ehi. So ana m eri anu ehi is how to say I eat beef or cow meat. So ehi is cow n'asụsụ Igbo, in Igbo language. Jesu bụ nwa atụrụ Chineke. Jesu bụ nwa atụrụ Chineke. Atụrụ is the word we are looking at here. Atụrụ means sheep. Now, nwa atụrụ is a lamb. Nwa atụrụ is a lamb. And with all these other animals we've seen so far, once you add nwa to ewi, that is whatever you called a kid bunny. Ịnyịnya is a young horse. Nwa ọkụkọ is a chick. Nwa nnụnụ is a bird, a newborn bird. Nwa busu is a kitten. Nwa nkịta is a puppy. So nwa ezi is it a piglet? A baby pig. Nwa ewu is a kid. Nwa ehi is a calf, a small cow. Then Nwatoro is a lamb. Now, Jesu is what we call Jesus. Jesu Christi is Jesus Christ in Igbo for those of you who are Christians. Jesu Christi, Jesus Christ. Jesu bụ nwa atụrụ Chineke. Jesus is the Lamb of God. Chineke is God. Jesu bụ nwa atụrụ Chineke. Now you can use this phrase to also achieve other kind of communication. For example, if I want to introduce my friend to another friend, I would just say James bụ nwa Peter. And that would be James is the child of Peter. And I can say James bụ enyi Peter. James is Peter's friend. James bụ di Chinenye, and that is James is Chinenye's husband. So name of the person bụ name of the relationship or whatever the person is, then the person that the person is that thing to. You can say James bụ enyim. James is my friend. So you replace Chineke with and you replace Nwatoro with enyi, and you replace Jesu with the name of the person, James bụ enyim. So you can use this to introduce other people to other people. Now remember, the information I'm giving you is quite loaded. Each slide is quite loaded because I'm giving you phrases and I'm giving you how to tweak those phrases. So you can actually feel free to study this lesson slide by slide. Learn how to use each slide before proceeding to the next one. Maybe the first time you just go through the whole thing. Then when you come back to this video, you study slide by slide. It takes something like 10 days to go each slide one day. You practice, use it, and learn how to say these phrases. Don't worry about bo. We don't have a. We don't have is. We don't have am in Igbo. A, is, am is just one word, debo. So even if there are two people and you want to say James na John, that will still be James na John bo. So whatever I'm giving you here, use it the way I've said. Don't worry about grammar. Grammar is not your problem in Igbo language. Grammar is your friend in Igbo, and it's quite intuitive, if I say so. Odema, I want you to text your knowledge and see if you still remember these phrases. Inwere dash. Pụtara gịnị? Inwere dash means what? Inwere dash means do you have dash? Ineri dash means what? Do you eat dash? Dash na toto. What would that mean? Dash is delicious. Dash na-esi isi ọjọọ would be dash smells very bad. Iritula dash mbụ. Have you eaten dash before? Ana m eri dash means I don't eat dash. Gịnị bụ aha dash gị? There's a typo here. Gịnị bụ aha dash gị? What is the name of your dash? What is the name of your cat? What is the name of your dog? What is the name of your friend? What is the name of your wife? Gịnị bụ aha dash gị? What is the name of your dash? And lastly, Inyatula dash would be, have you ever driven dash? And if you've noticed, we've never used the word have you ever driven a dash because we don't have a in Igbo and all of that. We don't have a, and the in Igbo language. So have you ever driven dash can also mean have you ever driven a dash before? If you want to take a one-on-one class with me, feel free to send me a message to igbomedizi@gmail.com, or you could go to my Instagram handle at igbome and also my TikTok page at igbome. There you would find a link in my bio where you can schedule a free session